Hey guys, Brisen here, profiling my Harpie deck for you guys. Um, April 2018 format. Sapphire, you can keep the music on for your video. Okay. Alright, cool. Well, I got a whole bunch of great feedback for this deck the first time that I profiled it. I got a lot of suggestions. I've changed it a lot. I've watched some of the people's videos that gave me suggestions, and I'm going to bring it to you guys again. Hopefully you guys enjoy it the same as last time. Hopefully this is still a good deck for you guys. I think it's a lot more competitive now with the changes. The only thing I'm missing is Harpie's Pet Baby Dragon. I don't really want to try the Harpie's Pet Dragon still. Somebody suggested that so I can get a big eye play. I just don't like the dead draw. But the Harpie's Pet Baby Dragon I got suggested with the Hysteric Party combo, where if you activate it and you can bring that out with the rest of them, you can gain a lot of attack. So I want to pick that card up, but at the moment I don't own it. But without further ado, here's a deck profile for you guys. It's for link format. First I play 3 Harpie Channeler. You can discard a Harpie card to special summon a Harpie from your deck. I'm face up defense position, which is really cool. And this is why they do the dragon, because on its effect it says while you control dragon type monster, its level becomes 7. And it's really good because all of them are, its name is Harpie Lady while in the field or in the graveyard, which is really cool. So, and it does say Harpie card, so you guys can do like Harpie's Hunting Ground too to discard for. It doesn't just have to be the monsters. That's your special summoner of the deck. 3 Harpie Queen, this is your terraforming for your Harpie's Hunting Ground. 19 beater, and you can discard her to add a Harpie's Hunting Ground from deck to hand, which is cool. So you want to run 3 of her so she can get over some irritating monsters. She can crash the Thunder King Ryo, anything that could be getting in your way. Next I play 3 Harpies Harpist. The turn that this card is sent to the graveyard, during the end phase, you can add a level 4 Wing Beast type monster with 15 attack from your deck to your hand. And then while it's on the field, you can target another, I think it's a Wing Beast. Let me make sure about that. Yep, when it's normal summon, you can target a Wing Beast type monster other than this, and a monster your opponent controls and bounce both, which is really cool. So if you do have like Divine Wind Mist Valley out, and maybe like, let's say like a Queen, if you summon her, bounce the Queen, and get rid of your opponent's monster, you can special someone from deck, which is cool. So that's another plus. And this card's really good in link format, because if you link summon with her and it gets sent to the grave, then at the end phase you're still going to get that search, because it was sent from field to graveyard. And you can bring her out with Queen. Next I play 3 Harpie Lady 1. Most people do 1 of this and 2 Cyber Harpie Lady. I explained this in my last video. This card gives all wind type monsters plus 300. I like it better than the other one, because the other one's just a flat 1800. With this one, at least it's giving something to my board, so it can make like my queens 2200 so they can attack over more things. And if you get more than one, they'll stack. So, and there's not very many wind decks you're going to have to go up against where this would hurt you. And even if it does, you can just link it off the field or exceed off the field with it. So I like this one a lot better, honestly, than Cyber Harpie Lady. Play 2 Dancer. I feel like 3 is a little bit too much. You only want to see this card when you're comboing. So like with Divine Wind Mist Valley is when it's really good, but you can also get like a Channeler off board. So it's really cool. It's like if you have Mist Valley, you summon Channeler, discard a Harpie card, special summon the Dancer, bounce the Channeler to hand, and then special summon a different one that you need, like Harpist or whatever off of the Mist Valley, which is really cool. But that's it for all of the Harpie monsters. Pretty much same lineup as last time. One of my attacks, I play 1 Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds. This card's really good. It can be special summoned off of your Divine Wind Mist Valley to make up a pretty good board. And it goes with another spell that I'm playing in the deck, which I did see in somebody's video and I thought was really cool. So I'm playing it. I only play the 1 though, because this is definitely just for combos. You don't want to draw this card. It's going to be really dead. And it's only good when, you know, if you're able to go first or set up like late game or whatever when your opponent doesn't have anything. You don't want to just be having to normal summon this. It's only got 1,000. But with the Harpie Lady 1s, it can gain 300, so if you stack them with that, it's really good. My last monster is 2 Summoner Monk. Some people think this is too slow. I honestly like this card. It combos with Hysteric Sign. You discard a spell, special level 4 from your deck, so what you can do is you can discard your Hysteric Sign to special summon like whatever Harpie you need. Then you'll get that Hysteric Sign effect engraved to add 3 Harpies with different names from your deck to your hand. which is really cool. I only run the 2 though. I feel like 3 is way too much. It's just for combos. I still want to be able to see the card, but I don't want to see it too much, and I don't never want to see it. So 2 is a good ratio. That's it for the monsters. On to the spells. Obviously, through Hysteric Sign, you activate it, you can add an Elegant Egotist from your deck or your grave to your hand, which is super good. And when this card is sent to the graveyard, at the end phase, you can add 3 Harpie cards with different names from your deck to your hand. So you can even add, like, Hunting Ground from your deck to your hand, which is really good. So this card combos with a lot of stuff, like Summoner Monk, and I'll show you a few others in the deck. 1 Egotist. Somebody suggested running 2. I tried 2. 2 is pretty good, but I kept drawing into the second one when I didn't have a Harpie on board, whereas I would have rather seen a different card. So I'm just sticking with the 1. The Hysteric Sign is basically like another copy Egotist, so I'm already playing 4, so I don't think I need the 5th one. It helps with combos, but I don't need to see it all the time. It does give more fodder for Summoner Monk, which is cool, because you like discard it and add it back to hand with the Hysteric Sign, but still I'm thinking the 1 is a good ratio. 3 Hunting Ground, so you can draw into it, also search it, because it doesn't just get rid of back row, it also combos with the deck. So this card gives them all plus 200 attack, and when a Harpie's monster is summoned, you get to pop a spell or trap card on the field, either player's field, which is important, because if you have Hysteric Sign, like a dead Hysteric Sign on the field, so you activated it and got Egotist. If you summon a Harpie with this on the board, you can pop your own Hysteric Sign and get the searches. This also just helps you go against rogue decks really well, popping all their spell and traps, or popping like scales for pendulum decks, which is cool. 1 Divine Wind Mist Valley. If one monster you control is returned to your hand from the field, I'm pretty sure you switch them to level 4 or lower. Yeah, level 4 or lower 1 monster from your deck. So this is what you use to get like your statue out of the deck, or just get any other Harpie that you need with like Dancer or Harpist's effect while this is on board. And this can also come with another card in the deck, which I'll show you guys. That's it for the field spells. 2 new cards that I added in. 2 Ties of the Brethren. All the Harpies monsters technically have different names while they're in the deck. They're all level 4, they're all wind, and that's why you play the Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds. So if I open up with this and a Harpie, I can special summon another Harpie on board, and then special summon the Statue of the Stormwinds out, because it is a winged beast like the rest. It's 4 and wind, which is something that I learned from someone else's deck profile. I'm blanking on the name. I'll try to put it in the description below if I can. I'm sorry to give you credit for that, but that was a really good idea, so I'm playing it. And I just like this card. I even thought about running it. 3 I think is way, way, way too much, because you already search them a lot with your, especially with Egotist and Channeler, or you're searching them off Hysteric Sign, but you still want to see it because it's a pretty strong combo, so I play 2 of it. I still play 2 Desires. I'm still on the fence about this card. I'm a little wary, because if you banish all of them early game, you won't have them for Hysteric Sign or special summoning a Channeler, but the advantage you gain, the card advantage, is just really good. It's a +1, so sometimes I think of it as a +2, because the Pot of Desires is another placeholder in the deck of a card that you don't need. You see, you activate and get 2 that you could need, so place of the 3rd, I'm playing a Pot of Duality, though. You don't always need to special summon in this deck, and you want to open up with your combo pieces, so this can help you start off the duel with combo pieces. And my last spell, I play 1 Scapegoat for the link combos. I was trying out Monster Born here. I know that's legal. I'm not playing it at the moment, but I have thought about it, so I might end up playing it in this deck. I don't know. I was also trying Soul Charge. I just have never been a really big fan of Soul Charge because of the life points. Usually when I draw it, I'm too low, or when I do draw it, I don't have anything in my grave and gotta wait, and then I end up losing, so I don't usually use that card, but I am trying out Monster Born. I might, when I bring an update for this deck profile, I might be playing it. I just haven't tested it enough. But that's it for my spells. My traps, 1 Harpie's Featherstorm. This one is actually, I haven't been using this one very long. I had it in the last deck profile, but it doesn't come up all the time. If you control Wing Beast type monster, you can negate, I think it's all effects on the field. Any monster effects. Cool. And then if you do have a Harpie's monster out on your board, you can activate this card from hand, which is really cool. So it's almost like a hand trap, but it's just like a skill drain for a turn, which is really cool. I thought about running more than 1, but honestly, it's good disruption, but with how I'm running the deck. I like to special summon a lot and focus more on getting monsters like on board. I'm not really trying to stun my opponent. Got a lot more combo traps, or combo spells, so I don't play this at more than one. I feel like one's good enough, but I might test it at more than one. Just leave your guys' comments in the description so I know I can get your opinions on it. Right now, one's been working fine though. Put this over here. To Hysteric Party, you discard one card, and then you can special summon as many Harpie Lady monsters as possible from your graveyard. If this gets destroyed, they all get destroyed. I did make a false claim in my last video on this that somebody corrected me for, which thank you, because I've been wondering that. All your Harpies monsters on the field are counted as Harpies, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, on the field or in the graveyard, but with the Hysteric Party, they were saying that while they're in the grave, they still have the different names. So technically, you can special summon up to 5 on board with this card, which is really cool. If anybody has, because they all technically have different names while in grave, I'm still a little bit weary about it because some of them do say, while they're on the field or in the graveyard, their name is Harpie Lady. So just, if anybody has any more information to give on that, just leave it in the description. But I do really like this card. It combos well with Hysteric Sign. If you activate it, you discard your Hysteric Sign, you'll get to special summon all those cards from grave, and then you'll get to add 3 Harpies of different names from your deck to your hand. Just super cool. Or if you discard, it sucks because Harpist doesn't work from hand, it's off field, because if you could discard her and do that, or no, actually, my bad guys, no, yeah, it can, so, if you do end up discarding this card off of, like, Hysteric Party or whatever, and sending it to grave, you can get it search off, too, especially when everything gets search off this. It's really cool. It's been a while since I've actually gone and played this deck, so I'm sorry about that, guys. I play 2 Chris Attack. They're all Wing Beasts. It lets me pop 2 cards on board. I honestly like 2 of this card. There's probably people out there saying for me to play like 1 more Feather Storm and then only 1 of this. But I like this because it can get rid of back row monsters or scales. It doesn't just negate effects, it can actually get rid of problem cards, floodgates, which is really cool. And this card combos with Harpist. If you tribute a Harpist off for this effect, you'll get the search, which is awesome. And I run some Wing Beast extra deck monsters this can work with too. Play 1 compulsory evacuation device. Combos well with Divine Wind Mist Valley. If you bump a Harpie into your hand, like if they try to attack it, you can return it to hand to save it, and then special summon 1 to still take that attack if you need it like a Harpist. And that'll give you a search, which is cool. 1 Torrential Chibi, you can play it at 3. I think the 1 works fine. I just need another placeholder, and this is a good trap, because I don't have Solemn Strikes. Just board clearance, and if you destroy your Harpist with it, you'll get her search. 1 Solemn Warning, because it is Solemn Warning, which is good. Negated Summon. My last trap, I'm playing 1 Magical Hats. This is a card that a lot of people played. At least that I saw when this deck was really big. I still enjoy it. I think it's cool. Probably a lot of people think it's slow, but if a face-up monster gets attacked, you can take 2 non-monsters from your deck and shuffle the deck and set them face down. Set the monsters being attacked face down and shuffle them up, and then have your opponent attack, and at the end phase, the rest of the cards get sent to the graveyard. Pretty sure it's at the end phase. Let me make sure about that. Yeah, they're destroyed at the end of the battle phase. My bad, guys. But so what'll happen is you usually take like your Harpie, you'll flip it face down, another card you don't really care about, and then you can set your Hysteric Sign. So then at the end of the battle phase, either they'll attack the Hysteric Sign or it'll get destroyed at the end of the battle phase, and then you'll get to search 3 Harpies at the end of the turn, which is really cool, so I do like that. But yeah, that's it for traps. Except for my deck, 40 cards. It should be 40, if it's not correct me. I usually try to get 40, but in like 2 videos I was wrong. So, thank you guys for correcting me on that. On my extra deck, I play 15 cards. So I play 2 Harpies, Pet Phantasmal Dragon. This card's really cool. You can only use the effect on XYZ materials. It can attack your opponent directly, and your opponent can't target any Harpie monsters with effects or attacks while he's on the board, which is really cool, so it can help protect all of your other monsters. And you have to detach at the end of every turn, which kind of sucks, but it takes 3 of them. I think it's a really good card, just being able to swing it for 2,000. There's that. Raidoraptor Rise Falcon, detach 1, it gets 100 attack more than the highest monster on the field, and it can attack all special summon monsters, which is really cool. Or yeah, you target a special summon monster, it gains 100 more attack than that monster. So if they got like a special summon Dark Magician, target it, this will be at 26, and it can attack all special summon monsters. So usually it'll target the highest attack out of all of them, and then you'll just be able to destroy all of them in battle, which is cool. 1 Ice Beast Seraphine. You can detach 1, negate the effects of all cards on the field, which is cool, and then it gains, I'm pretty sure it's 300. Yeah, 300 attack for each face-up card currently on the board. So if you need to turn off any continuous effects on board, you can, and then it can get really big and attack over everything. Then I play 2 Lightning Chidori because they're all wind. I really like this card. When it's summoned, you can target a set card, shuffle into the put it into the bottom of the deck, which is cool. So it gets rid of back row, and then you can detach 1, target a card, put it on top of your opponent's deck. So if your opponent's like top decking, you can put a card that they really didn't need that's already on board on top of the deck and just keep making them draw it for 2 turns, which will put them behind, which is cool. 1 Castel, the Skymaster Musketeer. You can detach 2, shuffle a card into the deck, or detach 1 and flip something face down. So he's a Book of Moon, and he can shuffle back a Floodgate or a monster, which is cool. He's Wind, which is also good under the Berry statue, same as Lightning Chidori's, the Phantasmal Dragon. But he's also an Icarus attack target, which is cool because he's a Winged Beast. Unseal Storm Roach. Some of my friends play little decks, especially like level 5 or higher, a lot like Cosmos, Lightsworn, so this is kind of good just to stop them from bringing out their boss monsters if I am in more of a winning position. 1 Abyss Dweller to stop grave effects, like if you're playing against True Draco with their spell and traps or anything like that. 1 Cowboy, because this deck can put a lot of damage on board with like Hysteric Party and stuff like that, so then after you do a lot, you can just play Cowboy, do that last level 800 for damage. Alright, going to the extra deck, I play 1 Link Spider, or the Link monsters in the extra deck, my bad. 1 Link Spider for my Link 1, 1 Proxy Dragon, and then I play 2 Decode Talker. Finally got a second one. Because off of Hysteric Party, you can special summon at least 3 most of the time and bring him out, which is cool. And I play these 2 for the Scapegoat combo. So if you have Scapegoat, you can get rid of 1 to play Link Spider, and normal summon another Harpie if you need, and get rid of 2, special summon your Proxy, and then do both into a Decode Talker, which is awesome. And then my last card, I do have another Abyss Roller in here for grave effects. Honestly, I think I'm going to, at the moment, I'll take this out for a Diamond Direwolf. But if I did have a choice, I would buy a Firewall Dragon and put that over this. I just haven't bought it. It's kind of pricey. I just need to go out and get it. So when I do get that card, I can make an updated profile. And if you guys have any suggestions, hopefully I can pick up like the Baby Dragon and stuff and put that in here too with that. So, but yeah, that's it for the extra deck. So I don't have that card in there. But the extra Abyss Dweller's still been working pretty good too, depending on the deck I'm playing against. Like I said, Diamond Dire for now, obviously probably a better option since I already have one, and I would like to put a Firewall in there. So that's it for my deck, guys. My Harpie deck for the April 2018 format. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. As always, leave your comments down below. Any suggestions, anything you enjoy, would like me to do, profile. And I'll do that. Also, I am going to redo my Hazy Flame deck profile. Somebody wanted it updated. I'm just waiting on a few cards in the mail for that deck, so when they come, I'll put them in and I'll post a video for you guys, okay? Alright, I'll see you guys.